Hi, just bought a Samsung 4-door Flex Zone refrigerator with an ice dispenser and water. So I'm going to show you a couple of things you need to watch for if you're thinking of buying this fridge. And for example, is it going to fit? And then I'll show you why we chose this one. A couple of really nice features. Love this fridge so far. Only been here a day. Okay, the first thing you notice about the fridge is no handles. You can see it's a little tight access coming in the laundry room door. The old fridge had handles that stuck out. Wasn't the end of the world, but this is a plus. We also appear to have no ice and water dispenser, but through the magic of modern technology, Samsung has provided the water dispenser inside the door. You can see the paddle you can put a jug against or a cup, and then there's also a little jug there that refills itself automatically. This outer door has its own outer door that opens and closes. And of course, if you want, you can open the entire door to reveal the contents of the fridge. Because it's a French door, this side opens too. And voila. So when we were deciding on this fridge, one of the problems we had with the old fridge was too much freezer space, not enough fresh food space. So in this case, the two lower zones on the door, the two lower doors, the one on the left is always freezer, but the one on the right can be used for fresh food, as it is now. The one on the left has an ice maker in there. You got to fish in there and fish that stuff out with that little ladle. But if you don't mind doing that, it saves you space in the door compared to a traditional fridge. So we have chosen to have the left side bottom corner freezer only and the right side fresh food. And there's a control panel right inside here that allows you to change all those settings. So we can adjust the temperature. The Flex Zone, which is the one below, is set to beverage. We could choose to set it as freezer also. The crisper drawer, which is right here, could also be set to a different temperature. The pitcher in the door is set to fill automatically. You can turn that feature off. Cubed ice on or off, and ice bites, which are the smaller cubes, on or off. And then more options, for example, there's a deodorizing filter, very fancy. I don't know what that is. Reset after replacing the water filter. Just the temperature up and down. There's a door alarm which comes on once the door has been open for a while, and the lights flash. So, and there's our current fridge temperature. Anyway, a couple of things to watch for. Go through that now. And there is the door alarm. So the first thing to consider is it going to fit? So when you go to the store and you're looking at the dimensions, you're informed that this fridge is 72 1/8 inch tall. However, my opening is only 71.5 inches tall. That's why you really have to pay attention to the specs on the websites. In our case, we used Home Depot's website. And if you see, the hinge bracket, or the cover for the hinges, is what makes it 72 1/8 inch tall, but only in the front. As you can see, the back part of the fridge, the back 3/4 or 2/3, is lower and easily fits under our 71.5 inch tall cabinet. So that's one consideration. I didn't think we could purchase this fridge until I looked at the specs in more detail. The other thing, our last fridge, when you open the door did not swing past the side of the fridge. In this case, however, the door clearly swings out past the side of the fridge. So that reduces your space even more. So for example, if you were trying to get buying this fridge for a spot where it had to fit flush, and let's say this tile was your limit, then as you open the door you can only get to about 30 degrees before it exceeds and passes the limit of the tile. So that's one thing very important. Same on this side. Right now there's a gap, and if I open the laundry room door, when I swing the door back, you can see how, or can you? You can see how the door swings back past the side of the fridge and almost makes contact with the door jamb, but does not. So the hinge bottoms out right here before the door makes contact with the door frame for the laundry room. So those are important considerations. All those specifications are on the websites. And then of note, the freezer part, the ice, one side is set to make cubed ice. I like the shape, I like the size, and the other side is set to make these little ice bites. So that's the one disadvantage. If you use a lot of ice, you might like the door dispenser. In our case, it wasn't a factor. The driving force behind this fridge was more fresh food space and less freezer space. We have a freezer in the garage, a chest freezer, and that's where we throw all our Costco stuff. So we really needed more fresh food space, and this thing really fits the bill. Thanks for looking, and good luck with your fridge research.